Speaking of what happened, was the Dodger Express fiasco. I want to talk a little bit about that. That took place on Wednesday after the game. I went to that game, saw Kershaw win. It was a wonderful day and it was a great experience. And that day I took the LA Dodgers Express. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what the LA Dodger Express is, it's a way that the metro system in LA sets up so that you don't have to drive to Dodger Stadium. All you have to do is take an outside running train line into Union Station, which is what I do, which is what I did that day. You take an outside train into Union Station, and they run buses out of Union Station that take you to the game. After the game, in theory, you hop on a bus, and it quickly brings you back to Union Station. I've used it many times, and mostly I've been happy. You know, you get to avoid paying for parking and you get to avoid that whole parking lot mess, which Dodger Stadium is famous for. So I like that. But Wednesday afternoon was an absolute mess. We'll get to that right after we pop today's beer review. Let's have a look at this beer. Today's beer is Indica IPA. This beer comes from Lost Coast Brewing, which is up in Eureka, California. So we have a Northern California style IPA beer, which generally is my favorite these days. So let's see how this one tastes. Let's have a go at this. Beautiful golden color from the Golden State. All right. I smell citrus. Let's see if I taste citrus. Definitely a big citrusy grapefruit flavor right on the top back of the palate is grapefruit. And a really nice lingering hoppiness that kind of hangs around the roof of the mouth and the side of the tongue. Long and smooth. Not too much, not intense hoppiness, mind you, not too much, just enough. And it's a really nice balance with that citrus flavor. So definitely Indica IPA, Lost Coast Brewing. We did make recreational smoking illegal in California, but I don't believe, even though this says indica, I'm 100% sure there's nothing to do with any kind of indica in here. It's got some kind of a elephant on the label. Maybe that's related, and I don't know. I checked the label, I read, I didn't see anything to give me any indication why it's called that. So getting back to that story, get out of Dodger Stadium after the game. Everybody's happy. Kershaw won. We had a great comeback win, and we head out to the parking lot, and we see very short line, and we see 3 buses waiting for that very short line, so everything looked great. We got in line, and they inform us that, no, that's not our line. These buses are going out to Southgate or Gardena or somewhere like that. You want the Union Station line, which is over there. And that line was long. I mean long. So long that my finger goes all the way off, makes a U-turn, and comes all the way back. Hundreds of people in that line. But no biggie, because the Dodgers Express knows how to do things and knows how to run it right. Right? So we get in line and we waited for how long? We waited long enough to have bowled a couple of games with 4 friends. Part of my neighbor's yapping dog. Now, if we have the usual bad luck with this dog, he's going to just continue yapping through the rest of this video. Sorry about that. All right, but anyways, getting back to that story. Holy cow, what could I have done in the time that I waited? We could have watched a Wonder Woman movie, that new film. I could have had a Korean all-you-can-eat barbecue dinner, leisurely with drinking and taking my time. I could have driven to San Diego. Hour and 45 minutes we spent standing in the sun. Not just me, man. Hundreds of people standing in the sun in the Dodger Stadium parking lot. That entire parking lot emptied. You know, if I drove my car and I said, you know, I'm that guy that's not going to leave until everybody leaves, I still could have left and had plenty of time without standing there. So, what was the problem? We went over to ask the people at the front of the line, what's the holdup? Why are we still waiting here? Occasionally a bus would come. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the bus line didn't move at all, but it barely moved. We went up to the front to say, what's the problem? Where's all the buses? Well, do you know what they told us? Nobody knew that everybody was going to come at the same time. Think on that. That's a good beer. Nobody knew everybody was coming to come at the same time. They've been running the Dodgers Express for at least 3 seasons, maybe 4 seasons, and nobody knew everybody was going to come at the 9th inning. I don't know if they were on the schedule of a night game or what, but they left us hanging in the hot sun. See this big giant head all red? That's LA Dodger Express. It was a fiasco. And I'll tell you what, I was among the last people to get on a bus. There were still people behind me, maybe 2 buses more of people. And by the time I got on the bus with my folks, lots of people were upset, frustrated, and angry. They were Facebooking, they were tweeting about it, so you might have seen something about it that day. Either way, it was horrible. Dodger Stadium Express and Metro, please get your act together tonight. Tonight, don't leave those folks hanging out there, because if they get out of the game at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night, and you take 2 hours to get those people to the train station, those trains are going to stop running, and you're going to have a lot of people stranded. And we don't want that to happen. Am I right? So get your act together. Don't be like Logan Forsythe and only bring half your game. Bring all your game. Take care of your riders, take care of your patrons, and do us right. All right, so go Dodgers tonight. Go Alex Wood. Beat those Reds. And I'll talk to you again. See you next video. Peace.